welcome to yet another Tuesday session. आज हम लोग देखेंगे that most of the people right now getting one red line message, a big red line message, right, into the Facebook advertisements. What's that, right? We will see. Most of the people are seeing that the targeting options that you are using is no longer available, right? Everyone is getting some similar kind of an messages on the ads manager, right? It is because Facebook has removed most of the targeting option, detailed targeting options, means interest, the behaviors and other things, which actually not available right now, right? When we are using the Facebook advertising, right, sometimes we were using some public figures, sometimes we were using magazines or books. So now that options are no longer available, as you can able to see on the screen, right? And if we are clicking on this, it will directly get us to those particular ad sets which are having similar kind of an targeting, right? So most probably, right, we are using the campaigns from, I have created a campaigns a year back or couple of year backs, right? And from that point of time till now, we are using those campaigns, right? We are running that campaigns because we are actually getting a good results from them, right? But now those options aren't available. So now what we will do for that, right? This is something which we will see into this particular tutorial, right? Or this particular session, right? So now remember the options or the targetings which are gone, we cannot do anything for that, right? Our campaign was running good, that's fine. But now when we don't have that, we need to change the strategy a bit, right? So now I'm going to show you how you can target similar kind of an audiences which we were using into those sort of audience which is no longer available right now on Facebook. So I'll just go down. Okay, I'll just go ahead into the ads manager, and now let's see, for example, this is something my client account. Let's go ahead and go to the account which is a demo account. This one is the demo account, right? So what we need to do exactly, so I'll just go into the account, and now I'll just go into the ad set. Okay, this is the demo account, so I'm not going to create a new campaign. You people know how to create that, right? So I'm just editing the campaign which we created into the last particular session. And now we will just dive into the ad set level. This one is the ad set level, right, where we are actually targeting the things. So here what we need to do exactly. So now see, when we are actually using this sort of an targeting where the detailed targeting is there. Let's say, for an example, before I was targeting the book, which is a famous book, Rich Dad and Poor Dad. So I'll just type here Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you see clearly, it is no longer available for targeting. This is one of the best targeting, right, that I use to gather the business owners data. I have a digital marketing agency, so I need a business owners, right? So for the business owner data, I have got so many conversions in the cheapest rate from this particular targeting, but now it is not available. So what I'll do, instead of going to these things or getting headache of this thing, what I'll do is I'll just go on and see which is the most wider audience into my niche. So I need a business owner. So what I'll do is business owners. I'll just type a business owners, and if you see here, small business owners behavior, that coming up over here, right? So now what I'll do is I'll just go ahead. I have mentioned to the Facebook that this is the one which I required, and then I'll go into the suggestions. Now here I'll found the similar options that is actually we can use nowadays for the targeting. So now what I'll do is I'll just see what all those targeting options that I have right now, right? What all those targeting options that I can target right now. and then I'll select that according to the structure. You know the how we are creating a campaign structure. I have already created sessions on that, right? You might seen that, correct? So according to that, we will select. Second type of a thing that we can do is we have actually removed reach. The Facebook has actually removed reach that poor that from the particular targeting, but we already ran the campaign on that particular interest. So we do have the custom audiences of that particular sort of campaign, website visitors, then the video views, whichever videos that I have run for that particular campaign, the creatives that I have run for that particular campaign. I can do a purchases, I can do a conversions from that, right? And I can create a custom audiences. All my custom audience has a similar kind of an interest, demographics, and behavior, which is matching to the rich dad and poor dad. Rich dad, poor dad is the one of the greatest targeting that I have ever to gather the business owners, and hence I'm giving the example of. There are so many other options which is removed, right? Not only the rich dad, poor dad, there's thousands of options which are removed right now. But I'm just giving you the example as per my experience, right? So the thing is, we can create a custom audiences who of people who visited to my website in that particular period when I'm running a Rich Dad Poor Dad wala campaign, or the video views of that particular period when I was running a campaign on Rich Dad Poor Dad. So that those particular interest, behavior, and demographics that I required can be into that particular custom audiences, and I can run the advertisements on that audience. Simple. And then what I can do is, the third thing will be, I can create a lookalike audience of that particular custom audience of video views or website visitors or the purchase, and can go on and create a lookalike and get that lookalike audiences and show the advertising to those people. Nowadays, most of the advertisers are actually coming to me and see, I don't have this thing kind of an targeting. I was using that targeting from last 1 year, last 2 years. That was giving me a fantastic results, a great results. That was the cheapest cost per lead. Now that don't have, and my cost per lead is suddenly go so up. What should I do? There are so many different kind of things that you can do. Still, Facebook is actually going to be better and better. You just need to find out the right way to start your campaigns, whether it is now, whether it was previously, or whether you are going to be into the future. You just need to find out the right techniques. So right now you can actually switch to the different targetings. One. Number two, you can create a custom audience of your best targeted interest that will become up according to the data. If you manage the data, as I told you, data is something that required each and every time. Whenever you are running a campaigns, you require to measure a data on Google Sheet. And without data, if you are actually creating a campaign, it is a loss for you, right? You cannot go on randomly onto the Facebook and create a campaign. You cannot go on randomly and change the creatives. You cannot go on randomly and change the landing pages. You need to have a proper structurized data, right? And that data should be on Google Sheet daily wise, day-to-day activities you need to measure, and according to that you will take an action. And once you do that, you will find out the custom audiences, right? The custom audience should have the similar interest, behavior, and targeting that has gone from the Facebook right now. The people who are interested into the Rich Dad Poor Dad before, when we are targeting to the campaign, those people are actually coming on my Facebook, on my website or on my videos. I'm creating a custom audience of that, so that I'm getting a similar kind of a people. Then I'm creating a lookalike audience of that particular set of custom audiences, and hence I'm getting the similar kind of an interest, behavior, and demographics. So the interest, behavior, or demographics that no longer available right now, I can actually go on and tackle that through the custom audiences and through the lookalike audiences. And then I can test a different targeting options, different other things. That testing is something that we need to do, whether we are starting out new or whether we have 5 years of old account, right? Every time we need to test different things into the Facebook ads, right? And that is a simple thing. Three things that we can do right now is can go ahead, target different audiences. Second thing, can create a custom audience of the previous targeted. See, now let's say for example, Rich Dad Poor Dad is the one. Second one should be a Think and Grow Rich. That is also no longer available. That is the book. So I can create a different custom audience. One is for Rich Dad Poor Dad audience, right? Website visitors. Second one will be a Think and Grow Rich wala custom audience, right? Third one will be a Tony Robbins wala the custom audience. And then I can go on and create a lookalike audiences of those sort of people. And in this way, I can create a similar set of ads which we are using for Rich Dad, for Think and Grow Rich, for Tony Robbins. These are the small examples that I'm giving, which is actually most profitable for me. But now they are no longer available. I haven't get stuck anywhere. I have changed the way. अगर सीधा रास्ता मुझे नहीं मिल रहा है, थोड़ा सा घूम के जाना पड़ेगा. The same way, Rich Dad Poor Dad is not available, Think and Grow Rich is not available, Tony Robbins is no longer available. It's okay. We have to think apart and go ahead and get our work done. I cannot go ahead and say, I cannot do right now. My clients are there who are believing in me, right? They are running an advertisement on my shoulders, right? So I need to think of that. In the same way, your business is running on your shoulders. So you need to think in that. Okay, fine. Rich Dad Poor Dad is no longer available. What all those other targeted options that I can target? What are the TV serials? What are the TV shows? What are the magazines which is different from these particular sort of audiences? What are the books which is available right now and which is famous right now, from where I can get the business owners, right? There is different things that we can we can go ahead and target over here. See, if I'll go into the detailed targeting, and instead of the small business or these things, if I go ahead to Rich Dad, if I type over here, there isn't one interest that I found into the name of Rich Dad, which is similar to the Rich Dad Poor Dad, right? So here I can type that, and then I can go on to the suggestions. Now I can able to find out the Robert Kiyosaki, Napoleon Hill. These are the people, T. Harv Eker. These are the people who are actually similar to those sort of audiences. So these options that I have, just need to find out another way to find out the detailed targeting. That's it. Do not get hectic. Do not get panic. There are plenty and thousands of options that we can use into the Facebook advertising. And the best way that I told you, create a custom audience and create a lookalike audiences, which will give you the good results, and that to be into lowest possible CPL, the cost per lead or the cost per results, whatever that you are running in campaigns, right? Simple thing. So do not get panic because of the original or the best working interest or demographics or behaviors that is no longer available. There are again plenty of options available that we can use into our advertising, and we can go on and target those audiences, right? So for this particular session, this is it. Anyone has any sort of questions, any kind of an problems that you are facing to the targeting, you can go on and put that into the Friday session, and in Friday live we will sort it out all the questions and all the queries that you have. Thank you so much, and bye bye.